Tisby Olin Odinson Cancer, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your timeless weekly for this week. Whenever you're watching it, you're meant to. It'll resonate exactly when you are drawn to it. But obviously, take what resonates and leave what does not. Yeah, all that good stuff. This will not resonate for all. I don't know if I said that already, but general, some messages will be more specific than most. That being said, Cancer, I already pulled the cards for you, and what came out, the Bright Mother. And immediately I'm feeling an energy of something love lost, found, but so that ties into the Sagittarian reading, I believe. Yes, I think that was this week's Sagittarian reading and last week. But whatever had the love lost thing, there's a message in there for some of you. Yeah. That being said, though, there is a parting, something that you have already parted from, something that you have harvested already, something that you've already said for farewell to. You've let go of a relationship, and now a new one has manifested. A new one has manifested, and if it's not new, it's revisiting a reconciliation of a relationship, and now this pretty much to make this simple, I'm going to deliver this from the perspective of the partner, right? If this is romantic, there is something of them that you've released. Something, so if this is the same in the visual, you've released them, you've set them free, so that when they come back, they'll fly back as an adult bird. And little do you know, the adult bird is here, actually here. Pretty much it worked. Whatever this energy is in the past, Cancer, it worked. All right, you've succeeded in releasing the past. Therefore, you've created space for something new to enter, that which it already has, and now it's going to it's whatever this thing that you've birthed, already birthed. A stronger relationship is being forged here. All right, it's a reconciliation with it, but tenfold. All right, so to make it all that clear, Cancer, there has been a cycle that has been released in the past to make space for this new thing. Now this new thing is here, and it's taking form. Pretty much, thank you. You've received this new thing, but now it's taking form. It's new, and now you're seeing this adult bird that has flown back to you. All right, and now, now you're like, oh, this is a completely different bird. This is a completely different bird that flew back to us. This is the same thing, the things that I love about them, and more. Everything that I love about this particular individual, and more. Yeah, the Bright Mother. I looked at 14, 414, and this is actively putting the work of harmony in motion. All right, so Cancer, it seems like you've finally I'm seeing somebody like scratch off a pimple off their face. It seems like you finally have gotten rid of the mess that was in this particular relationship. There was a mess here, and you finally pushed it. Your desk is clean, pretty much. Your working space, it's clean now. Whew. I feel this release. So, Cancer, it seems as if this relationship that you're falling into, that you've fallen into, it is reaching a new level. It's taking a different form. So now, whatever this is, well, hold on, give me a second, because information. Whatever this is, it's big. I'm just gonna put that aside for a second, and we're going to go to the rest of the cards. So, now to tie back. Come back to me, guys. Come back to me. This thing, this energy, right? This reconciliation, this bird that has now returned in full form, this bird that now has returned in its best self. The Lady of the Heart. It's so interesting because at the bottom of the deck, and I did not look at these cards before I started. The only card that I was reading with was with this one card. Now we're looking at the rest, and we have the Lady of the Harvest. You've harvested something. You've gone through the process of the harvestation, or you're finally going through the last remnants of this. All right, Cancer? Either you've already undergone this process, you're undergoing this process, or you're about to undergo this process. But there's this state of just this catharsis, this it's like a cornucopia of serenity, so much existing within this now reconciliation with something that you thought had no hope. Pretty much, you're finally, loud. You're going to be talking to somebody, or because this is very, I'm seeing two people at play here. You're going to be talking to somebody that you thought, it's like somebody, he's like, oh, I connect so good with them, but just their dark self, I just can't. And so you've said goodbye to that. But now they fly back, and now that dark self is now their light self. And when they come back, you're like, oh my God, everything that I hated about you, not hate, that's a strong word, but everything that I disliked about you is just irrelevant now. All I see are things I like about you. All I see are I see the beauty in your darkness now. There is beauty being seen in the darkness, but wholeheartedly, because we have, oh my God, Cancer, this is awesome. This is awesome, Cancer. We have the Laume card, and this is the couple that just shouldn't work on paper. They just shouldn't. They just shouldn't, but they work. But they work. All right? Not only do they work, but, and what I mean by that, it was this bird that you've said, hey, come back to me when you're good. You didn't actually expect them to come back. And they come back. And they're good. They come back. And they're good. Holy damn, Cancer, this is powerful. All right, so we have ecstasis right next to the Laume. They don't just come back. They come back with their whole heart, pen on paper. They come back with a poem, with a song that they want to sing to you. They come back with their full being. Whatever this energy is, it's like a returning. That's the thing, though, because this energy is already here, all right? It's already present, but there's a reconciliation with it. There's a new portal being open into this thing. It's like pretty much you have let's say you have a pearl, right? You're like, oh, it's just a pearl. You look deeper, you meditate with it, you discover it was the first pearl to ever exist. It was the first pearl to be born. All right, it's not just a pearl, it's the first pearl to ever be born. And that new knowledge sits with you. This new bird that you thought was not going to come back and has just, if this is somebody else, you didn't think that they would change. People change. And they come back with full passion to the poet. All right? So this combination that we have here, all right, it came out like this. The Laume, Ecstasis, and to the poet. There's a story here. This individual that comes back, they come back more present than ever. This energy, pretty much, if this is business related, it's the way you've worked with a particular partner now changes, and now you guys are like the dynamic duo in pretty much you guys are now the go-to salesmen of whatever it is, because you and your partner discovered a new way to love each other. Now you love the way you work with each other. Now you actually love the way you work with the business that which you work in this industry with them with. You get what I'm trying to say here. Cancer, pretty much a new way to connect with them is the way to connect with them, and it just brings out all the gifts, all the fruits, everything, all that good stuff is pretty much Cancer. These are happy tears. These are happy tears for something that you did not. I'm seeing an immovable rock. Immovable rock. It's here, right? An immovable rock. And that rock has been there for millennia. So people don't even try and bother to bulge it, but you did. You tried it. You tried to bulge it, and you saw that it wasn't working, and you were just like, you know what? Obviously that method wasn't working, because this particular individual is a shadow individual at that current point in time. So I'm just space. I'm gonna give you some space. All right, it's that. I'm gonna give you some space, man. So space was given, but it was understood at the same time. It's like, I know that's not them, so I'm gonna give it time. So when they finally heal that self, when they bring this self out of the woods, so to speak, they will alchemize that frequency that is that, and we'll start this new beginning together. This new beginning, the maiden, auspicious. The maiden is all just auspicious energy here to play. Auspicious energy here to play, and pretty much this, even though this rock has not been moved in millennia, your efforts and space, the way this was done, has brought this new beginning, this alchemical reaction of I'm hearing dominoes, a domino of unity. Wow. Excuse me. And as I say that, interesting. Wow, that was synchronistic, because I looked at this card. He's pointing at his throat chakra. And pretty much alchemizing this immovable rock, whatever that energy is for you, bringing it, allowing it to fall like dominoes in your intuitive mind, the way you receive information. Cancer, now you're like, all right, I see now. You're like, I see now. This individual is not at fault, but I'm not going to feed it. I'll only give it my attention when it comes back in this new state. And in this new state, that which is beautiful, it brings in unity. It's just a lot of unity here. This is like a big union. I'm wanting to say, but this is big love, and it's all for you. And as I say this, my body just said, oh, big love, and it's all for you. Big love, and it's all for you. I'm gonna just leave it at that because it seems like that's a good point. And yeah, I keep almost wanting to say Virgo. I don't know why, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. Cancer. This is what I have for you. If this resonated, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, press the belly bell. Thank you for being here. And until next time, farewell.